Hello everyone. Today I'll be discussing about the concept queue and implementation of a queue using an array. In the next session I'll be discussing about implementation of a queue using an linked list. See, what is an queue? Queue is a linear data structure in which the insertion and deletion operations are performed at two different ends. In queue data structure, adding and removing the elements are performed at two different positions. The insertion is performed at one end and deletion is performed at another end. In a queue data structure, the insertion operation is performed at a position which is known as rear, and the deletion operation is performed at a position which is known as front. Nothing but insertion of an element is also known as rear. Deletion of an element is called as a front. In queue data structure, insertion and deletion operations are performed based on the FIFO principle. FIFO is nothing but first in, first out. First in, first out. In stack, we followed the LIFO principle, that is last in, first out. In queue, we will be following the FIFO principle, first in, first out. Insertion of an element is called as an array. Deletion of an element is called as front. In simply, you can say that queue data structure is a collection of similar data items in which insertion and deletion operations are performed based on FIFO principle. See, this is how the representation of an queue. See, we can insert an element from the rear and we can delete the element from the front. Insertion and deletion happens at the different ends. This is the representation of an queue. How we will be inserting and deleting the elements. And another thing is, we can call the insertion of an element as NQ and deletion of an element as DQ. See, whatever the operations that are performed on the queue. Operations performed on the queue are NQ, DQ, is empty and the is full. These are the operations that are performed under the queue. NQ is nothing but adding a new item to the queue data structure. In other words, enqueuing new item to the stack data structure. DQ is nothing but removing an item from the queue, that is dequeuing an item out. Removing an item from the queue is nothing but DQ. Insertion of an item into the queue is nothing but NQ. If queue is empty, then it is said to be under flow condition. It is empty. This returns true if the queue is empty, else return false. Is full. This returns true if the queue is full, else false. I am repeating once again. Operations on a queue. These are the following operations that are performed on the queue data structure. First is NQ, another one is DQ, next is empty and is full. And there is another operation that is display. NQ is nothing but to insert an element into the queue. DQ is nothing but to delete an element from the queue. Display is nothing but to display the elements of the queue. Then is empty. This returns true if the queue is empty, else return false. Is full. This returns true if the queue is full, else return false. If the queue is empty, then it is said to be in an underflow condition. These are the operations performed by the queue. Let's see how we can insert an element into the queue and how we can delete an element into the queue using an array. NQ is nothing but insertion of an element. When we require to add an element to the queue, we perform the enqueue operation. See, let us consider the empty queue. Whenever we are inserting an element, first step is we have to keep rear equal to -1 and front equal to -1. Initial value of the rear and front equal to -1. Here in the example you can see, if I want to insert an element 5, then I have to increment the rear and the front. Then the rear value will become 0, front equal to 0. Now at the position 0, I can insert the element 5. Now the front and rear positions are at the 5. Next I want to insert an element 7. If I want to insert an element 7, then I have to increment the rear. It is nothing but rear plus plus. See, rear plus plus is nothing but, now rear position is pointed to A of 1. At the A of 1 position, we are inserting an element 7. Now the front is 5. We'll be not moving the front. We will only move the increment the rear, because we are inserting the elements from the rear and we are deleting the elements from the front. In this way, we will be inserting the elements into the queue. First, you can see that the empty queue, initially the rear and the front value is -1. When we are trying to insert an element, we have to increment the rear and the front. That is nothing but rear plus plus and front plus plus. Then the rear and the front value will be 0. Now I want to insert an element 5, where at the position A of 0. Initially, the front and the rear is pointing to the 5. Next if I want to insert another element, the front will not be incremented, because the front value will be incremented after deletion of an element. Next, I want to insert an element. In this example, you can see I have inserted an element 7. If I want to insert an element 7, I have to increment the rear. That is rear plus plus. Now the rear position is at A of 1. At the A of 1 position, I have inserted an element 7. See, this is the procedure how to insert an element into the queue. The first conditions also we have to check while we are inserting into the queue. First, we have to check whether the queue is full or they not. That is, we can say that rear equal to size minus 1. Next, if it is a full, then we will be displaying that queue is full, insertion is not possible. In the next condition, if it is not full, then we will be incrementing the rear, that is rear plus plus. I will be showing the algorithm how we can insertion of a value into the queue. See, next we will be see how we will be deleting an element from the queue. See, in this example, you can see that NQ will be always happens at the rear and DQ will always happens at the front. Now I want to delete an element 5. The number 5 is deleted. At the time, the front value will be incremented. That is, the front will be pointed to the 7. That is A of 1 position. In this, you can, I'll be saying that, suppose in the first column, you can see that 5, 7, 11, 15 are inserted. Suppose I want to delete an element 11. I can't delete the element 11 directly. In order to delete an element 11, first I want to delete 5. Next, I have to delete the 7. Then only I can delete the 11. Directly, I cannot delete the 11. See, here I dequeued the 5. The first 5 element is deleted. Then next, the front position is incremented. It is pointed at the 7. The rear was not at all changed. The rear position was same. Next, I dequeued the element 7. The 7 element was deleted. The front element is incremented. That is, it pointed to 11. See, in this way we are going to delete an element. See, suppose this is the algorithm what we are following when we are inserting an element into the queue by using an array. First we have to check whether the queue is full. We can check whether the queue is full or not. Next step is, if the queue is full, then print overflow error. Then exit the program. Next point is, if the queue is not full, then increment the rear and add the element. See, in insertion operation, first we have to check whether the queue is full or not. If the queue is full, then print overflow error and exit the program. If the queue is not full, then increment the rear and add the element. Next we will see algorithm for dequeue operation. Same procedure. First check if the queue is empty or not. If the queue is empty, then print underflow error and exit the program. See, if the queue is not empty, then print the element at the front and increment the head. See, here you can see that first we are checking whether the queue is full or not. How we can check that? By rear equal to size minus 1. Suppose the size of an array is 5. Then rear equal to 5 minus 1, 4. Then the size of an array is full. Then what will be displaying? Queue is full, insertion is not possible and terminate the function. If it is not full, then increment the rear value by rear plus plus. Then we will be setting the queue of rear is equal to value. The value will be stored in queue of rear. In this way, we are inserting a value into the queue. Deletion of an element. In the same way, first we will be checking whether the queue is empty. That is, front equal to rear. If the front position and the rear position is at the same position, then we have to consider that the queue is empty. The array is empty. If it is empty, then we have to display that queue is empty. Deletion is not possible and terminate the function. If it is not empty, then we have to increment the front value by 1. Then after insertion and after deletion, we have if we want to display the elements, whatever the elements present in the queue list, in the array list, then we will be using the display operation. That is,